Hey, recently James Gunn, the new head of the DCU, the DC Cinematic Universe.
Didn't he just have a #1 movie out too?
Yes, he did, as a #1 movie out. He recently tweeted a picture from a limited series from the 1990s called Kingdom Come. This, right there, right? Now, this is good news, in my opinion, for fans. Maybe not Zack Snyder fans, but good news for DC fans. Kingdom Come was a 4-issue limited series written by Mark Waid and illustrated by Alex Ross. Alex Ross in his full painted art in these. It ran from May 1996 to August of 1996. It was part of
97,
DC's...
wasn't it? How many?
May to August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it ran from May 1996 to August of 1996. And it was part of DC's Elseworlds collection.
I love the Elseworld stories.
Elseworlds are kind of like Marvel's What If. Like, they occur in a different universe. They don't mess with regular DC continuity. But their creators are able to tell stories that couldn't be told in the regular DC continuity. It's basically about a preacher named Norman McKay who gets guided through events by the Spectre. And what he sees is, about 20 years into the future, all of the original DC heroes have retired because the world has gotten very, very violent, and their decision was to step away from it. And in their place has risen a whole collection of anti-heroes, very, very violent, murderous heroes, who have basically wiped out all the villains and are now just fighting each other.
Heroes.
Right.
These are the heroes I take.
Right. They're just fighting each other with really no end in sight. Spurred by the destruction of Captain Atom by the Parasite, Superman recruits the original heroes. They come out of retirement. And originally this could be something that might save the world, but it actually ends up pushing the world closer to a coming apocalypse. The Kingdom Come was popular enough to spawn 2 sequels. The first was called The Kingdom. It was a 2-issue limited series with 5 satellite one-shots. It was written by Mark Waid, with work from Ariel Olivetti, Chris Chuckery, John Cleese, Tony Beddard, and Don Respler. There was a very long storyline in the Justice Society of America.
That's all those Alex Ross covers, right?
Right, all the Alex Ross covers. It's called Thy Kingdom Come. That ran in Volume 3 of the Justice Society from issue 9 to issue 22. And that was written by Jeff Johns, the covers by Alex Ross, and was illustrated by Dale Eaglesham.
If you've never seen those covers, check them out next time you're in a shop or at a convention. His covers are amazing for that JSA series.
Now, about James Gunn's tweet and Zack Snyder fans, Waid and Ross conceived of Kingdom Come as a response to the violent and gritty anti-heroes that were popular through the 90s. Basically, that they were trying to bring back this idea that a big part of the hero's value is optimism and hope and being the real good guy. It actually reminded me of another storyline in DC around that time period that was called What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way. Okay. That was in a Superman, it was a Superman story arc where he faced off against a group of characters who were very much like the Authority. It was really, really good story. So again, back to that idea. The idea is that the importance of heroes is the fact that they rely on optimism and hope, and that they are not dark killers.
And that's what we enjoy about them too. There's
right.
An optimism to superheroes.
Right. So the question here about Gunn's tweet is this an indication of things to come for DC movies? Or is this a response to the quote-unquote Snyderverse and his fans who are clamoring for the darker, grittier heroes?
So he may be using this when he takes over DC. Possibly.
Yeah, this could be an inspirational point.
It would be a great movie.
Not just a Kingdom Come movie, but a DC universe in the movies that's guided by those ideals of hope and optimism and sort of a lighter side of heroes that we can really believe in.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy, like the first Shazam movie. Yeah. Like all that stuff. This is backed up, by the way, in the comics by Ross's artwork, which I've always made positive comparisons to Norman Rockwell. He's sort of like the Norman Rockwell of comic books.
He stands out far above everyone else.
Absolutely.
His art is very different than everyone else.
Yeah, there's nothing quite
comics
like it
at this time.
Yeah, and it's real like Americana, like apple pie and mom and baseball.
Like
know?
you said before, it's the epitome of what Shazam should look like.
Oh, I've said time and time again that his Shazam is what Shazam should always look like. Yeah. If you're interested in a really good written analysis of the series, you could find one on thedailyfan.org. It was written by Matthew Ogonowski, published on February 23rd of 2023. It's a really good sort of critical analysis of everything that happens in Kingdom Come.
We're not very critical.
No. Well, YouTube doesn't lend itself to...
No, we don't. But we love this, so we wouldn't be critical of it.
Right. No, not critical in that way. I mean critical like he analyzes what's the symbol of Shazam. Why is he this?
I thought you said he was. I thought you were meaning he wasn't liking it.
No. Like he points out the fact that Shazam is like toxic nostalgia through most of the story.
Okay.
That everyone's afraid of him.
Shazam's a very strange character throughout
He's a terrifying,
the kingdom.
He's a terrifying character
the character's
at
strange.
the beginning. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good analysis. Again,
by then, in Kingdom Come, Billy Batson's an adult now.
Yeah.
So he's not a kid anymore, and it's changed in this Kingdom Come story, if I remember correctly. It changed, his ideology's changed.
Yes.
And he's not looking at the world through the eyes of a child anymore. He's more of a cynical adult now.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah. So again, that's thedailyfan.org, Matthew Ogonowski. Read up on it. It's great. From February 23rd, 2023. So, I mean, let us know what you think. Do you think Gunn is signaling things to come for the DC movies? Or is he simply sort of tweeting a rebuke to...
James Gunn, comment. Let us know. What are you doing? Why did you say that?
Yeah, or is this a rebuke to the Snyder fans who are clamoring for that darker, grittier, morally gray universe?
Thank you, Mr. Gunn.
Yeah.
Comment below.
Yes. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, and collect what you love.
Love what you collect.
See you later.
Yep. Bomb.